Normally I don't ask people to yell at me, but today I will make an exception. This is not going to be a typical sermon series. It's going to be a little bit more of a lecture, although I hope you don't feel that you've been lectured to. But feel free to interrupt and ask any questions. So real quick, who, what, when, where, and why? Maybe you just stumbled in today and have no idea what the heck we're talking about. That's okay. The Enneagram came from, well, it depends on who you ask. Some people will say that the sacred Enneagram has been around for hundreds and hundreds of years. Some people will say that it has roots in ancient Muslim mystic traditions like the Sufis. That might be a bit of a stretch. What's more likely to be true is that about 100 years ago, there was a gentleman named George Gurdjieff who referenced this symbol in his work in psychology, spirituality, and self-awareness. And then fast forward about 40 years, in the 1960s and 1970s, when Oscar Icazo and Claudio Naranjo integrated the Enneagram with modern psychology. And then it was purely a secular exercise until the 80s or 90s when the Jesuits picked it up with Robert Ochs and started integrating the Enneagram into spiritual direction. And has had a particular resurgence in recent years, mostly because of social media, podcasts, things like that. So I will say there is information about the Enneagram out there everywhere. I was having a conversation with Hallie before the worship service that everybody should know that not all Enneagram resources on the internet are made equally in the eyes of God. Because it has become so popular, there have been a lot of people who are not trained in psychology or spiritual development that have tried to make money off of this, and you'll find a lot of resources out there. So just be careful. If you have any questions, you can reach out to me. The books that I lifted up for us are two really great starting points. What does it mean? Well, Ennea, everybody say that. Ennea is the Greek word for the number 9, and gram is the Greek word for drawing or figure. So the Enneagram is literally means the drawing of 9 or the 9 gram. So everybody say Enneagram together. Enneagram. All right. Why are we doing this?